Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, teacher.
Yes, good morning. Shut that camera ပိတ်ထားလို့ရလားမသိဘူးဗျမီးပြတ်နေလို့
ရတယ်ဒီနေ့ကတော့ optional လေအကုန်လုံးနှီးပါပြတ်ကြတယ်ထင်တယ်နော်
အားတော့
ဟုတ်လား
9 နာရီစာပြတာရှင်
ဟုတ်လားတပည့်ရောတပည့်ဘက်က
လင်းထိန်နေ
တပည့်ရလင်းထိန်နေတာလောကတောက်ပါ
အဲ့ဒီမှာပြတယ်ရှင်
Rachel ယူရဘက်မှာလည်းပြတ်တယ်ဟုတ်ပြီ Rachel တို့ဘက်မှာရော
ခုတည်းမပြတ်သေး
ခုထိတော့မပြတ်သေးဘူးအကျတော်ကြပြီနော်ပြတ်သွားတာတော်ကြ Nantora how about you guys
No.
is electricity is all right
Yes. All right. I'm fine.
and why you close your account
Wait. 1 sec. I will open.
okay it's fine take your time okay ဒီရောက်ပြီလားရောက်သေး
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
ဘူးကောင်းရောက်ပြီ
Yes. ရောက်
Okay ရောကောင်းရောက်ပြီဟုတ်ပြီရောကောင်းရောက်ပြီဖုန်းပြည့်လည်းရောက်ပြီစူဇန်ရောက်ပြီစူဇန်မတွေ့ရဘူးဟုတ်ပြီ Ivan ရောက်ပြီနော်စူဇန်ဆိုတာမကြည့်ဘူး Ivan ရောက်ပြီပြီးတော့ကျူ
ချက်ရောက်ပြီချက်
ကျူရောက်ပြီကျူရလည်းရောက်ပြီစူစူရောစူစူလာပြီ Indra ရှုံးလက်ရောက်ပြီရှုံးလက်ဆို Rachel နော်ပြီးတော့စွမ်းရောက်ပြီလားစွမ်းအားဒါဆိုရောက်သေးဘူးနော်ဒါဆိုရောက်သေးဘူးကောင်းခန့်ရောက်သေးခိုင်စု
ရောက်ပြီချက်
Okay ခိုင်စုပြီးတော့စပယ်ရောက်ပြီပွင့်ရောပွင့်မြောက်သေးဘူးမရမြောက်သေးလားပြီးဟာရပြီ
ရောက်ပြီ
nextရပြီနော်အဲ့တော့အင်စာပေးလိုက်တာလေးလေမိသွားလား
teacher
Oh, send this after this.
စစ်ပြီးတဲ့သူတွေကဒီချက်အသေးလေးတွေပေးထားတယ်အပွင့်ရောက်လာဘာဖြစ်လဲ
မေ့သွားတယ်ဒါ
ပြီးရော
ပြီးဝိုင်းမထက်သေးတာထက်မှာမထက်
ပြီးရောပြီးသွားရင်မထက်ရသေးရဟုတ်ပြီ
teacher I already arrived here I think like I'm a little bit late so I cannot be like
I see
call the name
yeah Suzanne is here and Apuen also here
Sure, I forgot to put that. And I'll send it later after this hour. Sorry about it.
okay
teacher Thuzar အသား teacher ကိုပေးလိုက်တယ်မလား
ဒါဒီချက်ကိုပေးလိုက်လို့လား
ပေးရချင်တယ်တော့နေတော့ teacher ကိုရိုက်ပြလိုက်တာ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပုံတော့မရေးပြလိုက်တာဒီချက်ဒါပေးရတယ်ဟိုကပဲဒီချက်တို့အိမ်စာမဟုတ်ဘူးလားလို့လေဒါပေးဥစားဒီချက်တို့အတန်းထဲမှာလောက်ရတဲ့ဥစားလေးမင်းအသားလေးတော့နစ်သွားတဲ့ဟာလေးအမနှစ်ခေါက်ပဲရှိသေးတယ်လေအရှိဆုံးကတစ်ခေါက်ကလည်းအစောတော့တစ်ခေါက်ဒီချက်ပြောတော့ဒါမိနေတဲ့တစ်ခေါက်လေအခုတစ်ခေါက်ကကြတော့အခန်းထဲမှာလောက်ခိုင်းတဲ့ဥစားလေးဒါရဲ့အိမ်စာလွတ်သွားလားအိမ်စာဟိုမှာ group ထဲမှာရေးပြလိုက်တယ်လေအဲ့မှာဟို audio လေးလည်းပေးလိုက်တယ်လေနားထောင်လား
ဒါနားတော့ခဏတမင်လောက်လိုက်မယ်
Okay ပြီးမှလုပ်တော့တာဒီမကုန်မချင်းဒီအားရှိတဲ့ရတော့နည်းနည်းလေးနင်းနေမှာပေါ့နော်ဒီလိုမီးမရှိတော့ဆိုရင်ကိုရောင်ကိုဝါနဲ့ပဲတောက်ပါတော့မယ်အဆင်ပြေလား Okay
okay teacher
အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ဖြေတိုက်ကြည့်အောင်ဖြေတိုက်ကြည့်ရအောင်ဆိုတော့ page number workbook เนาะ page number 8เนาะ workbook page number 8 1အဖြေပြောရလိုက်မယ်เนาะ 1 someone ဟုတ်တယ်เนาะ 2က it 3 make 4 really 5 just 6 in 7 got 8 you 9 that 10 to 11 music 12 good 13 pleased 14 learning 15 to 16 I 17 that 18 you 19 there 20 people 21 another 22 own 23 I 24 language 25 vocabulary 26 pen 27 college 28 example 29 company 30 neat 31 say 32 there 33 people
14က Spanish
14ကပါလေလား
ဟောဒီချက် learning လို့ပြောလိုက်တာလား
I'm learning အော်ဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါ Spanish
Spanish
Spanish ဟုတ်တယ် Spanish အဲ့ဒါ Spanish ဟုတ်တယ်ပြီးတော့ဘာဟိုရှိသေးလဲဒီချက်အဖြေမှာပြောတာရှိသေးတယ်ဒါမှမဟုတ်တားလို့နဲ့အဖြေလွဲတာရှိသေးလား
Can you repeat the nemesis again? I just missed.
6လား6က in Okay, so it's all right, right? That's why many of our teacher audio are assembly. I don't. That's why teacher didn't get unit. Yeah, dominance raw. Unit 3 domo, no? We're gonna go unit 3 today. Okay. So the unit 2 will be continued by teacher Rose. I will just go to unit 3. Okay. So unit 3 topic is about the water. So in your daily life, you have to use water in several ways, right? So it's essential to us. I have a question. The water that you use daily in your life are the fresh water or the salt water?
Fresh water.
Fresh water.
Fresh water. Yes. Fresh water, of course. Then I have a question, just one more. So how many percentage of the world water area is fresh water? You know?
1.
I know that one, but I don't know like for sure. But the
Yes.
more are the like salt waters are more than like the fresh water, I guess. It's mostly.
Yes. Much more than like
9%.
9%.
Fresh water is 3%.
Fresh water is 3%. Okay. Let's find it out. Let's find it out. I think just only 1%.
等陣日日都過啦。
2.5 ကျတော့ source တွေမတူတာပေါ့နော်များသောအားဖြင့်တော့ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီကျတော့3% 1 to 3အဲ့လောက်ပဲရှိရဲ့အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဟာကပဲကျတော့ fresh water ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ကျန်တဲ့ဥစ္စာတွေက salt water တွေဖြစ်တယ်ပေါ့နော် Do you like salt water by the way?
No.
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 No, teacher.
But you go to the sea and like you go to the beach and
Yes,
you chill and you play water. You don't like salt water, don't you?
I don't like when
Yeah.
it gets into my mouth.
Okay.
Teacher, even though salt water in the ocean is, how should I say, a bit boring, it has a fascinating story on how it was created.
Yes, yes. And do we use like some products that come from salt water? Do we use
Salt.
salt? Anything else? Maybe I can say we use or we eat, right? We eat some sea fish from the sea.
What about iodine, sir?
Iodine, salt.
Really?
Iodine is a chemical that put into the salt. So salt is derived from the sea water, right? Salt water, of course, sea water. Okay, so how many glasses of water do you drink a day?
I drink 3 liters.
Okay, think about yourself. Okay, Juju, how about
8.
you? 8.
3 liters, teacher. 3 liters is about 5 cups or like 7, 8 cups.
That's great. How about Cookie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how many glasses of water do you drink a day?
I drink 3 liter of
3 liters.
water.
Really, that's a
I
good.
think
That's a healthy amount. Okay, let's go to rivers and coasts. So the topic is the Nile and the ancient Egyptians, the water cycle. So we're gonna learn about the Nile River, and the relation between the Nile River and the ancient Egyptians, and of course about the water cycle, and Amazon River and rainforest, Robinson Crusoe Island. Okay, we're gonna learn about these topics. And for the use of the English in this unit, you're gonna learn non-defining and defining relative clauses, which are a little bit difficult or complicated. Okay, let's go to the reading. Okay, so before we go to the Nile, why are rivers important?
Rivers are important to the people for drinking waters and I think transportation.
Yes.
For transportation for crops and we produce electricity from water
Yes.
from rivers and
Yes.
for our leisure time we use the water like swimming pool or boating.
Yes.
I think.
So water is important everywhere, right? Every
Yeah.
sector of the human being. Yes, you're right. Like we can use lots of things, right? Okay, now let's read the Nile. I guess we have like 19 students here. So read one line by one line. Let's read like that, okay? So maybe for example, I start with Suzu. So Suzu, you read the first line, and then next one, Susan read the second line. Are you okay? But just only read one line by one student, whether it is short or long, okay? Sue.
From me.
Yes.
The Nile is the longest river in the world.
Okay. Susan.
It flows from the south to the north, and it has one south of the Lake Victoria in the Arkansas, the White Nile, and another at the Lake Tenors in the European, the Blue Nile.
Okay. Did you?
The ancient Egyptians called the river R, meaning black because of the black sediment. Is that sediment? Left behind after the frequent river floods.
To me. In total,
Oh yeah. In total, it is 6,607 kilometers long.
the ancient Egyptians. Start from the ancient Egyptians. Here.
The ancient Egyptians called the river or Ura, meaning black, because of the black sediment left behind after the frequent river floats.
Okay, this is flax. All right. Next one is Ivan.
The ancient Greek called the river King, which also means black. The name Nile comes from another Greek word, Neleus, which means river valley.
Okay, I see one line. Okay, go.
The area that Nile covers is so vast that it has several different climate areas. In the north in Egypt and
It's okay. It's okay. The first line is fine. Point. 对，你မြန်မာနေပါတော့မတက်တော့ Okay. သမီးမြင်ရလား
Their area that the Nile covers is so vast that it hurts survive different climates areas.
Okay. Yeah.
In the north, in Egypt and Sudan, there is very little rain.
Rachel.
Farther south, from that
Yes. Yes.
Farther south in and around Ethiopia, rainfall is heavy, so this keeps the river flowing, eventually creating the very fertile soil in Egypt and North Sudan.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
There are dams such as the one at Aswan, which have been built across the river to prevent flooding on populated areas along the banks of the Nile.
Okay. Okay.
The Nile Delta in northern Egypt is where the river spread out and flows into the Mediterranean Sea. From north to south, the delta
It's fine. That just one line. Thank you. Nizu.
From north to south, the delta is about 160 kilometers long. Yeah.
Okay. Andra. Oh, it's Emily.
From west to east, it covers about 240 kilometers of coastline.
Okay. 高看 大便背歪 高看大爷 Oh, unmute your microphone, please. Oh, yeah.
Teacher, 别高看我们呀。
高看နောက်ဆုံးကကောက်ခံလေကောက်ခံထွန်းလေရှိလား
မရှိဘူးအခုလေးပဲတော့
ဆိုပုံမိုက်တယ်
Okay, then Ivan.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဘယ်ဝိုင်းလဲ
ဝိုင်းလေပြောရလိုက်ကြပါဦးခုနကဘယ်သူပြီးသွားတာလဲ
Maybe what?
ပြောပြလိုက်ပါဦးသမီး
Coastline.
Coastline. It begins just down river from Cairo. The Mediterranean Sea doesn't have a strong tide, but it is enough to bring salt water into the Niles.
Into the tides, but
no,
right.
But it is enough to bring salt water into the Nile.
This is estuaries
to mix with the river fresh water.
Okay, last one. Last guy, ဘယ်သူဖြစ်မလဲလူကြံနေတယ်နိုင်တရာ
In their marshes and lagoons, there are saltwater crocodiles, the biggest living reptiles. How can I pronounce it? Living reptiles.
reptiles
Yeah,
yes
reptiles in the
reptiles
water.
yes okay so all of you read one more time by yourself okay then I have some questions about the passages okay so firstly you read the first paragraph from the third paragraph by yourself ခုနမမေးလိုက်ရသေးတဲ့လူတွေကတော့အရင်တာပါဘောနော် you guys are on the top list ကောက်ကတူတော့ရောက်နေပါပြီ
The Wi-Fi.
Oh.
The lights went out, so like I put up the backup lights on, and then if I put the backup lights on, I have the Wi-Fi reset, so I just have to wait like 5 minutes.
All right. Right. Okay, so all of you, please read the first 3 paragraphs.
All of you.
Yes. No. You, yeah, all of you. You read by yourself.
Teacher, what is sediment?
Who asked me? Sediments are the things that we can see in the surface of the water. Or sometimes, you know, because of the waves of the water or waves from the river, it's like it come into the bank of the river or the like on the mouth of the river. Oh no, not mouth, on the bank of the river. You will see sediments. So what are they? What are they? Do you know? Which is very, very good for the like growing plants.
ပင်စီဆိုတာမသိဟုတ်လား
အနေပေါ့ဒါပေမဲ့တချို့ဒီနာမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဘာကိုပြောတာလဲသိလားနှုံးကိုပြောတာနှုံးနှုံးမြေကိုပြောနှုံး
Teacher, do you know that there's going to be like a future war happening between Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia because Ethiopia is like damming up the Nile River?
That would
And
be
Egypt
the
needs the
very
water.
bad side effect. I don't know exactly as I'm not geologist, but I guess, you know, even if, you know, you can compare with the Myanmar situation, like, you know, they are building the, like, every time they stop the water or they do something, like to stop the water, that makes the water disappear. In fact, in California, LA, yeah, the river beside it is in fact, you know, they're just running, but they're trying to make it beautiful with the cement. At the time the water stopped running and then the water stopped flowing, so it's disappear day by day. So they're trying to how can I say, they're trying to remove such kind of the decorations and then make it flow again. So that would be the like side effect will be like disappearing some area of the river.
Yep.
Teacher ပထမတစ်ပိုက်ပဲဖတ်တာ
ဟုတ်တယ်သမီး ပထမတစ်ပိုက်မဟုတ် first column 3 by 3 by the first column ထဲမှာပါ The Nile is the longest river in the world too, so it keeps river flowing eventually created the fertile swamp in the Egypt and Sudan. Okay, so read until that one. You guys finished? That's all.
Yep, I finished reading it. I was just finishing up on the homework that you told us to do.
Okay, so for those guys who have finished, they are reading, I will underline some words and you define it in your own words, okay? I mean, you may look up in your dictionary, you may need to look up in your dictionary, but as usual, we do it before, we did it before, we will paraphrase or we will just write down in our own way. So where is that? That meant this is flex, okay? This is flex. And next one is belly. Belly. Next is fast. Fast. Rainfall is heavy. Fertile soil. Fertile soil.ပြီးတော့ပြီဆိုရင်ဒီတစ်ချက်ပေးထားတဲ့ဥစ္စာလေးတွေကိုကိုယ်စကားလုံးနဲ့ကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ define လုပ်ပါနော်
Teacher, is it like write down to right now?
Yeah, like writing down or notes down with your own words. Today is starting. Okay. Have you finished?
ရှာကြည့်နေရတစ်ချက်
Okay, ရှာကြည့်နေရယ်စပယ်
Yes, I'm still searching it.
Okay. So what word are you searching right now? Sipel?
Like valley.
Oh, valley. Okay. Just 3 to go. Wait, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so can you define the meaning of flex?
It's mean yeji, like
Yeah, yejira in Burmese. Yeah. Did you prepare for the English definition in your own word?
It's floating, like floats. Float is the meaning of water. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's what I want you guys to do. ဒီချက်ဒီဥစ္စာအဲ့တော့
But I can မိထင်တာဆောနာမီ Wi-Fi ပြုတ်သွားတယ်။မီနင်းကိုပဲရှာခိုင်းလိုက်တယ်
哦 meaning ကိုရှာထားတာရတယ်သမီးရတယ်နော် Andra what more are you finding right now or you have finished
I'm finding flats.
all flags all right
Yeah, I
So-
want to ask you something. I mean, I searched in Google, I see the answer. I think it's mean like in Yammer, GT.
yes
Right?
yes
Yeah,
yes
Oh, thank you.
yeah what is sediment what is sediment
No.
yes can you define in English in your own word
nói mình tin mà xả thì
ဟောတိတ်မရှာသေးဘူးရတယ်သမီးလေးထားလိုက်တော့နော်
Can I answer that?
yes
Solid material that is moved and deposited in a new location.
yes it's a kind of a like after the water flow there is some left over like materials that they are not very hard one they are soft ones yes which are very good
Teacher, the word flex is only used for like sand countries, only dry countries, or used as our country too.
yes we can use flags in our country like maybe if we say that if we have like the water over the house or something or maybe there are a lot of water in the town and we cannot walk through the road at the time we can say this is flat it happens often in Myanmar too I get the biggest flood was when I was in university. I don't remember, it may be about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I'm not sure. It was very from 6 or 7 years ago. It's been a long time. You know, the people they make a group and then they try to go for the donation. That's is because of the flood in some areas.
I think 2008, right?
I don't think 2008. I think it may be about 2012 because my university has to attend like for 6 years.
All right.
2012 or 13, I'm not sure. Hello, Swan. Can you? Are you
Yep.
there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So what is can you explain me rainfall is heavy? What does it mean?
Rainfall is heavy. By that it means like, you know, rain usually rains. Sorry,
Yes.
it usually rains, but
Yes.
it is also like it rains a lot than like
Yes.
other places.
It rains a lot. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Mira,
Yes, Jen.
so can you explain me about the fertile soil? What is the meaning of fertile soil?
It means that it's the
Yes.
land that is
Yes.
more likely to produce good crops.
Great. ခုနကတော့နောက်တစ်ယောက်ပြီလေကောင်းခန့်
Yes.
ကောင်းခန့် can you explain me what is the meaning of the valley?
Valley is a area where there's like between mountains.
Yeah. Yes,
Between-
yes. Is the place between mountains, but when we say with a river, so river valley, what would it be?
It was like a how to say it's like a like between two mountains there's like a river, right?
Yes. Okay, let's find it out after that. Okay. All right, so you guys already read the first 3 paragraphs, right? It's supposed to be first column. Okay, the Nile is the longest river in the world. It flows from south to north, and it has one source at Lake Victoria and Uganda, the White Nile, and another at Lake Tana in Ethiopia, the Blue Nile. In total is 6,670 kilometers long. The ancient Egyptians called the river R or R. The meaning black, because the black sediment left behind after the frequent river floods. The ancient Greeks called the river Cam, which also means black. The name Nile comes from another Greek word, Nilos, which means river valley. The area that the Nile covers is so vast that it has several different climates area. In the north, in Egypt and Sudan, there is very little rain. Farther south, around Ethiopia, rainfall is heavy. So this keeps the river flowing, eventually creating the very fast high swim in Egypt and North Sudan. Okay, according to the first paragraph, so the Nile River has through the countries, right? So what countries are they? What country are they?
Uganda.
Yeah.
Uganda and Ethiopia.
Yes. Tanner and Ethiopia, right? Oh no, not Lake Tanner. Ethiopia, yeah. In Uganda, Ethiopia. I think these two countries is that okay. So by reading this one, you will know that the longest river in the world, right? Right? What is the longest river in the world?
Nile.
Yes, it's the Nile River. Okay. So what is the longest river in Myanmar?
Irrawaddy.
River. Yes. Okay, so how long is it?
6,607 kilometers.
Okay, 6,670 kilometers. According to the second paragraph, what is the meaning of black in Egypt, no? What is the meaning of black? What is R? Yes. R so yeah. Okay. So let's go to next one. So what is the meaning of black in Greek language? It's in Greece. Yes, it's calm. So the river called now come from what language?
Greek.
Yes, this is Greek. Yes. Let's move to the next one. Okay, so which country mostly got the advantages of the Nile River?
Ethiopia.
Why you can say so?
Sure, can you ask the question again?
Egypt and North.
It's Ethiopia because around further south, like in Ethiopia, the rainfall is so heavy, so it said that keep the water flowing, so it keeps more fertilized soil. So the Ethiopia is the most that get most advantages of the Nile.
Okay, it's your idea. Thank you for your idea. Any different answer?
I think Egypt and North Sudan.
You think Egypt and North Sudan? Yes. In fact, yeah, Ethiopia is a country. They got rainfall is very heavy, but it makes the fertile soil in Egypt and North Sudan because the water flow with the pace, right? With pace, or we can say with the speed. So when they slow it down, so they carry They carry the sediment and it makes the fertile soil in Egypt and Jordan. So Egypt and Jordan are the country that's got the advantages of the Nile River the most. All right. Where is then? Okay, so please read the last of the paragraphs. Then, as usual, I will underline some of the words and you translate it. Filter, prevent, coastline, coastline, estuaries. Freshwater is already known, right? Marshes, lagoons, and reptiles. Okay, read those paragraphs, the rest of the passage, and then define these words or look up in your dictionary. Make it in your own word. I mean, not native word. Make it in your own English word. Is there anybody who has finished? Have you guys finished reading? Reading the passage. Ivan, yes? Is that a yes?
Yes, but
That you are looking up for the
translation.
vocabularies?
Yes.
Zoo. Have you finished reading passage?
I done and I finding the word of meaning.
Okay. Have all of you finished reading the passage? Okay. Is there anybody else who hasn't finished the reading passage? No one else? No one else? Okay.
Yes, child.
I haven't teacher.
Finish.
Meaning
Okay. သမီးက passage ကဖတ်လို့ပြီးသွားလား
မပြီးရ teacher. Meaning ရှာတယ်
Okay, meaning ရှာနေ Fun. Have you finished?
Yes, I've already read that.
Okay. And can you tell me the meaning of delta?
Delta is like, sorry, how should I explain this? So when like a water source come from down the mountain near the sea,
Yes.
in usually a flatland, it creates like a
Yes.
delta. So like the Irrawaddy River Valley.
Yes.
So it probably used to be like a bunch of flatlands a few
Yes,
million years
yes.
ago, probably billions. So when
Yes.
like water from the upper part of Myanmar comes, it created somewhat of a hybrid between a flatland and also a river. And there are also like a bunch of small islands between the rivers.
Yes.
So a bunch of hills or whatever.
Yes, that's a great explanation. Thank you.
Welcome.
Siha, do you know the meaning of prevent? Is there any other synonyms of prevent?
Sorry, Chair.
Do you know the meaning of prevent?
Prevent.
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you define? Do you know any other vocabulary that is the similar meaning with prevent?
It's similar with stop.
Stop. Okay. Yes, we prepare to stop, right? Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
Can you explain me coastline? Coastline. I mean, I see the meaning, but I don't understand. Can you tell me in like some sentence?
Yes. So
Sure, I already
coastline.
done.
You want to? Okay, you go first.
Are you into me?
You say that you want to? Did you?
Yes, I mean like, or I already done the one.
Oh, you
so we
already
can
done. Okay. So coastline is a kind of it's a, how can I say? It's a
like refer
place
to the closer
where
the
the,
line.
sorry?
Oh, nothing to.
Okay. Coastline is a kind of a place where the river go along, or the ocean lines. And in the coastline, because of the coastline is the length of the maybe bank of the river, or the length of the shore. Okay, this is coastline.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome. Cambia mucho. Claro. Yeah. Okay. Cambia mucho. Can you tell me what is estuaries? Susan.
Oh, you mean this one? Yeah. So it's mean like kind of the meet with the something like between the like kind of the river, I think.
You think this is a kind of the river? Okay.
No, not kind of the river. I mean like meeting with the, some kind of the river like into the mist.
Yes. So sometimes, the two rivers meet in a place and then they flow into the sea. So this is estuaries. So estuaries, in other words, called the mouth of the river. Okay. Do you know where is Yangon, mouth of the Yangon River? Yangon မြစ်ဝဘယ်နားမှာရှိလဲသိလား
Border town လား
Border town ဟုတ်တယ် Border town နားလေးမှာရှိတာเนาะ Border town ကနေပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ဟိုလေး cruise ship လေးစီးပြီးတော့သွားလို့ရှိရင်တိတ်မစီးရအောင် ship နဲ့တနားရီလောက်ပဲစီးရတယ်အဲ့ဆိုရင်မြစ်ဝရောက်တယ်เนาะ Okay, and next one is Tia. Tia, what are lagoons?
Sure. I haven't touched it.
Okay, you haven't. It's fine. Gong Gong. Have you already look up in your dictionary what is lagoons?
This is like pond.
Yeah, it's like ponds. Yes. Okay, I will read out loud for you guys. There are dams such as one at Swan, not Swamp, which have been built across the river to prevent flooding in populated areas along the bank of the Nile. The Nile Delta is in northern Egypt, is where the river spreads out and flows into the Mediterranean Sea. From north to south, the delta is about 160 kilometers long. From west to east, it covers about 240 kilometers of the coastline. It begins just downriver from the Cairo. The Mediterranean Sea doesn't have a strong tide, but it is enough to bring the salt water into the Nile's estuaries to mix with the river freshwater. In the marshes and the lagoons, there are saltwater crocodiles, the biggest living reptiles in the world. Okay, let's go to the ask and answer the questions. Gonna start with the passage. So it is that this last passage is talking about. Is it very noisy here? Teachers, my eyes are nearly.
Yeah, I hear back like but not
My nephew is sitting the exam, but he's very noisy. Okay. Thank you for your understanding firstly. Okay, teacher, as of okay, I'm gonna make the questions for you guys. I would like to start with Sabe. Sabe?
Yes.
Okay. So why do they build the dams?
Sorry, why do they build?
Build dams. It is in the first passage of the second column.
It's to prevent
Yes,
flooding
flooding.
in populated areas along the bank of the Nile.
Yes, right. Next one is Huya.
Yes, yes.
So from north to south, the Nile Delta, how long is the Nile Delta?
It's about 160 kilometers long.
Yes. Kiki, Kiki.
Yes, Chad.
So how about from west to east? How long is it? The Nile Delta.
About 240 kilometers.
Okay. Hobby.
Yes, teacher.
Do you know what
Good.
is the mouth of the river? In other words, mouth of the river. In other words,
I don't know.
yes, Delta. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Wait.
Yes.
Yes. So where does the Nile estuaries mix with the fresh water? Does it?
Which lines here? What did you say?
The last paragraph.
I can only hear.
I think
where
they don't mention the place, right? They don't mention the place. Yeah. Okay. So I will change the question. Wait. So where do the biggest reptiles in the world live? Do you know?
are the salt
Yes.
waters, like
Yes. Yes, they live in salt water. Yes. So you will see in the movies, right? In some movies, there are like lots of crocodiles. They are, how can I say? They are playing with the marshes, and this is, they were like dangerous and with a big mouth or like that. So usually they live in the salt water. They live in the, how can I say, place where the salt water meet the fresh water. So they live in the age of that place. Okay. So you guys understand about the Nile River?
Yes, Chad.
Is there any question?
No.
If you have question, you may ask right now.
Teacher,
Yeah.
I remove one crew.
ဘယ်သူတော့
Teacher.
ဒီချက်မတွေ့သေးဘူးဒီမှာအိန္ဒြာ
ဟုတ်တယ်
You was
ဘယ်လို remove ဖြစ်တော့လည်းမသိဘူး။ဘာမတွေ့တော့
Indra left it. Indra
ဟုတ်တယ်
remove ဖြစ်တာမဟုတ်ဘူး Indra left ဖြစ်သွားတာ
Yeah.
ဒါအပေါင်းနေရမှာလားမသိဘူးနော်ဟုတ်လားဒီချက်တခါမှလေအယူစားအော်မဟုတ်ဘူးဒါ save contact လောက်တာနော်ပြန်ထည့်ဖို့ကကြတော့ဒီချက်ဒါတမိဟွာလေဆရာကောင်းကိုပြောလိုက်ပါလားနော်ဟုတ်ဒီချက်ပြန်ထည့်ဖို့ကဒီချက် admin access မရှိဘူး
ဟိုကလေအင်ဒရာဟိုပုံရင်းနဲ့ emoji ဟိုအထူးလေးနဲ့မလား
တမိဟုတ်တယ်ဟို Indra ရောက်လာအော် Indra မဟုတ်ဘူးထွက်သွားတာဘယ်လိုလဲ Indra လည်း left အဲ့လိုက်ပြီ
Yeah, I like it.
Okay တမိလေး ကလေးဖြစ်တယ်ဒီချက်မနေ့ကဒီချက်တစ်ပတ်တယောက်နဲ့စကားပြောနေသူ့ဘလော့လိုက်တယ်ပြီးတော့မှရှာမတွေ့ဘူးဆိုလိုက်ရှာတော့မှဘလော့ထားတာ Okay မင်းလာ
အဲ့ဆရာသားကိုဘလော့မိတော့ဘူးတော်လေး
Okay, that's so you can. So you understand all the reading here, right? Let's go to find the word next in the text for each of the following definitions. Okay,အခုတမ်းမိရှာမယ်ဒီဥစ္စာကိုကြတော့ The place where river starts is source, right? Source ကမြစ်ဖျားခန္ဓာပေါ့နော်မြစ်ဖျားခန္ဓာ Okay. And a layer of mud, sandstone, etc. that form at the bottom of the river.
Sediment.
Sediment. A strong word. Sediment. S-E-D-I-M-E-N-T. The strong walls built across the river to stop the water.
Dam.
Okay. Next one is a low-fat area of the land where a river divides into the smaller river and flow into the sea.
Delta.
The regular rise and fall in the level of the sea.
Tide.
Yes, tide. The wide parts of the river where they go into the sea.
Coastline.
Estuary.
Yeah.
Estuary.
Why not? Yeah. Yes. Estuaries. Okay. And how about 7 areas of salt wetland?
Marsh.
Is that M-E-R-S-H?
Yes.
Okay. Lake that contains seawater.
Lagoon.
Lagoons.
Yes.
Marsh kali marsh. Yes, mabala.
ပါတယ်တမီးထည့်လိုက်နော်သူက area ဆိုလို့ပြောထားတာ Happy no? All right, let's go to listening. You are going to listen and extract from the documentary. That will be your homework. Teacher, our homework is no? Homework. Be like video flex to difference to or okay, I will do the listening. Please wait for me. While I am opening the audio, I'm preparing to open the audio. You guys have to read the questions here, okay? 3 and 4. So what is question 3? What is question 4? So you read those questions. Just have you read all the questions here? Okay, so first, number 3 is you are going to list an extract from the documentary about the Nile and the ancient Egyptians. Why do you think the Nile was important to them? Discuss the idea in a class, then listen and check. Okay, so the Egypt is on the bank of the Nile River, right? It's situated on the bank of the Nile River. Okay, how do you think, what kind of advantages that the Nile River gave to the Egyptians?
I think it's the same as in Mandalay Joe,
Yes.
the same advantage as like that.
Yes. Okay, you mean that
in the Nile is a lot larger.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So yeah, but what we didn't think is in ancient times, we have some more advantages if we are close to the river. What would it be? Or if we are close, or if the water is surrounded by us, we got
Defending the enemies.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, in defense in the enemy. Yes. Like in Myanmar, in our the last palace of Myanmar is in Mandalay, right? Is there anybody who is from Mandalay? All of you are from Yangon? All of you? Okay. Then have you ever visited to Mandalay?
Of
Yes.
course.
Pretty sure most of us have.
Yes.
But have you ever visited to the Mandalay Palace?
Yes,
teacher.
Yes,
teacher. Of course.
Okay, so what is the meaning of the water surrounded by the palace? Surrounded by palace, yeah.
Strategic advantage, but it doesn't work in modern combat anymore.
Yes, in ancient times. How about in ancient times?
In ancient times, it may have worked, but it's only an obstacle. They still have catapults and what's the other thing again? Trebuchets to destroy the walls. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And maybe the Nile River can give such kind of defense to the enemy or something. We're gonna listen to the audio and check if our guys are right or not.
People have lived along the banks of the Nile for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians planned their lives around.
Can you hear? Can you hear very well?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Okay, I will start it from the beginning, but this time you are just only, you are allowed to listen only once, so listen carefully.
People have lived along the banks of the Nile for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians planned their lives around the life of the river. Every year in June, the river flooded, but when the floods had gone, the sediment that was left behind provided wonderfully fertile soil to grow crops for food. Cereals, vegetables and fruit were grown on the banks of the Nile. People could also catch fish in the river. At that time, fish was the main source of animal protein for most people. Apart from cereals, fruit and vegetables, plants such as flax and papyrus were grown on the river banks. Flax was made into rope and linen. Papyrus was made into boats in which you could sail on the river, mats for the house, and material on which you could write. The Nile was important in two other ways. It was a very useful defense against enemies because it wasn't easy for them to cross. If they tried, the Egyptians were ready for them. The Nile was also important for transport. The Egyptians were able to carry goods such as gold and linen to trade with other countries around the Mediterranean.
Track 5.
So, what did you hear from the audio? So, yeah, a lot of
a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things. Just only pick up one thing that you hear from the audio.
Like they just they build a
The
thousand of
answer
years
for
and
the
then got
number
the
6.
floods.
The
Okay.
river floods every year in June.
Okay.
When the river flood,
Every year.
there left sediment so they can fertile soil the crops.
And the Nile River is useful to them because they can trade and offer to other countries from things from the river.
Okay. Wait, what did you hear?
A point.
Yes, a point.
They have a lot of fish and they get from them a lot of proteins.
Murad? Murad, what did you hear?
Yes, yeah. They use papyrus to make boats, to go.
Yes, they use papyrus. Okay, great. So from those things, can you tell me about the defending the animal or enemy people?
Defending from the enemy.
Yes.
No. Okay. Hear me out. So
how can they got advantages because they cover the
guerrilla
river?
warfare.
Yeah.
ယောက်ျားတိုက်တယ်ဆိုရဘူးလေတိုင်းထိုက်ပါရန်သူကကိုတက်ပုံများဆိုတိုက်ပါတော်ဝါရုံနဲ့တုံးလို့ရVienna ဆိုလည်းကြည့်လိုက်ပါအောင် American တွေတက်တယ်သူတို့ရတော်ဝါရုံနဲ့ပုံနဲ့ပြင် Vienna မှာမြစ်တွေပေါ်ကြရလဲအရင်များရမှာမဖြစ်တယ်လေ Now River Valley လည်းအမျိုးပဲလို့ပြောလို့ရတယ်နော်
audio ထဲမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျတော့အဲ့ဒီဟာနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးသူပြောရတဲ့ technique တစ်ခုရှိရလေအမှသူတို့စီကိုဘာဖြစ်လို့ဒီချန်သူတွေကမလာနိုင်တာ
Because of the giant river surrounding it and also crocodiles. But believe it or not, like a lot of soldiers actually, like at least 500 Japanese soldiers actually died in Myanmar due to crocodiles attack in Sittwe.
In Yambyejong or something.
Yeah, that Ramri Island.
There is no crocodiles in this listening, but you just only fill it up.
Yes, but still though.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Zoo, what did you hear?
Shami.
Zoo. Is there any other zoo?
It's my sister.
Yes, I see. She's cute. Like her sounds is cute. Okay.
Yeah, I hear that when the river floods, there left a sediment so they can fertile soil for the crops and they can catch a fish for the proteins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now interrupt. So, did you catch? In ancient times, when did the river flood usually?
Every year in June.
Hey, you catch it. Okay. And Gong.
Yes.
How were the floods useful for farmers? How were the floods useful for farmer? Did you catch it?
No, I didn't catch it.
Okay. Then what did you catch from the audio? Are you okay? What did you catch from the audio? Audio တွေကတခုခုပေါ့သူပြောရတဲ့အများကြီးပဲလေ
Like
Okay, you don't want to. Yeah, it's okay, but you just haven't confirmed it yet, right? We're gonna
Yes,
listen one more
line thing
time.
မကောင်းတော့လေကျတိချမကြဖြစ်နေ
ဟုတ်တယ်
ပြပြီးတော့မှဟို recording ပဲပြန်နားထောင်လိုက်တော့
recording ဒီချက်ဟွာလေးဒီဥစ္စာရဲ့ audio လည်းပြန်ပို့ပေးလိုက်မယ်နော် ဟုတ်ပြီအဲ့ဆိုဒီချက်နောက်တစ်ယောက်ကလေ Indra ဒီချက်ရှာတိုင်းပြောင်းရှိသေးလား Indra ဟို तू ကရှိရဒီချက်ပြောင်းနေတာ Hello Indra ရှိသေးလားရှုံး19ရောက်Julia, how were the flood useful for farmers? Did you catch it? No. Okay, let's listen again.
I got it.
You got it? Who got it?
I got it.
Okay. Susan. So
yes,
how were the floods useful for farmers?
Because like after the flood happens, the sediments are left onto the like grounds, and then they get some food, and also from the food they got also the fishes, and then they got the nutrients, I guess.
Okay.
So
let's
I think
listen again.
Useful.
Okay, let's listen again.
People have lived along the banks of the Nile for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians.
This time, for the record, this time you trying to catch the answer for the question from 1 to 6, okay? From exercise 4.
Planned their lives around the life of the river. Every year in June, the river flooded. But when the floods had gone, the sediment that was left behind provided wonderfully fertile soil to grow crops for food. Cereals, vegetables and fruit were grown on the banks of the Nile. People could also catch fish in the river. At that time, fish was the main source of animal protein for most people. Apart from cereals, fruit and vegetables, plants such as flax and papyrus were grown on the river banks. Flax was made into rope and linen. Papyrus was made into boats in which you could sail on the river, mats for the house, and material on which you could write. The Nile was important in 2 other ways. It was a very useful defense against enemies because it wasn't easy for them to cross. If they tried, the Egyptians were ready for them. The Nile was also important for transport. The Egyptians were able to carry goods such as gold and linen to trade with other countries around the Mediterranean.
Yeah. Did you hear the audio well?
No, Chair.
Okay. And how about Ivan? How's your connection there?
Yes, I
It's
heard
all right?
it.
Okay. So are you okay to answer what was grown on the bank of the river Nile?
Cereals, fruits and vegetables.
Yes. And next one is how about you? Are you okay to answer the questions? Did you hear very well?
No, just a bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. Nyasu type. How about Nyasu?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is flax? Do you know what is flax?
It's some kind of plant that they make into ropes and linen.
Okay. Nandra, what is papyrus?
I heard papyrus was made into both for house and materials.
Yes.
I heard that's all. Like I didn't catch some of the words.
Yes. Okay. Mirak.
Yes, yeah.
I heard that you say one similar meaning with the papyrus. What is it? Did you say about papyrus?
Yeah. I said that like they use papyrus to make boats.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes. Yes, yes, that's it. Okay, so papyrus is a kind of a boat.
I think it's a kind of a tree or plant.
Yes, yes, they make the tree or something into a boat. Okay, in here, Swan, here they talk about the transportation, right?
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
in the
they
Nile River, they got the transportation. What kind of goods they transport from the?
they transport grain and also gold, from what I heard.
Linen and what?
No, no.
Sorry?
Did you say what did they transport or what did
Yeah, what did they transport?
Gold. I only heard that. Sorry, Ja, I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. You didn't catch that?
Yeah. No, no. I only
Okay.
catch like what they said. They transport gold.
Oh, they transport gold. Okay. And is there any other thing, Susan? Any other
Yes,
thing
I
to
think
add?
like yeah, they transport us they're like kind of the things that like gold, GOAD, gold, not goals. I had
Oh, you
like go
hear
to the
gold.
to cross, yeah, to cross with the other countries and trade the other countries. And
Just gold.
I heard that goals and like linens or I don't know that what
Yes.
they carry goals. Yeah, they
Linen.
carry goals to the
Yes.
cross.
Linen is correct. It's a kind of a fabric, no? Linen is about the It's not gold. I think it's gold. You know the Egyptians, they like gold a lot, right? This is gold. Okay.
I had like goods.
Oh yeah, goose. You like
goods. Goods.
Smart
GOODS.
Oh
Like
yeah,
things.
goose is correct. Yes, yes. In fact, goose is correct. They carry goose. Okay. So let's see this one. I will give you like flags and papyrus. What are they? Okay. So you have to explain me by listening the audio again. What in the first way? So how do they defense? You can listen to the audio and write it in your own word. Okay. And transport. What kind of transportation they do by using the Nile River? Okay. So the food, you will see four way in which the Nile was important for the ancient Egyptians. So they already show you as an example about the food. The Nile was the source of food. Fish was the main source of the animal protein for most people. Cereals, fruit, and vegetables are grown on the bank of the river Nile. ခုနမေးတဲ့မိကွန်းအဖြစ်ဒီမှာပါတယ်နော်။ food နဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ရှိရင်ဒီချက်တို့ကဒီဘာတွေစိုက်လဲဆို cereals တို့ fruit တို့ vegetables တွေကိုသူတို့ကဒီမြစ်ကမ်းနှစ်ခုမှာစိုက်ကြတယ်နော်။ဘာလို့မြစ်ကမ်းနှစ်ခုမှာစိုက်လဲ
Fertile soil.
Yes, they got the fertile soil. Okay, so you talk about the flags and papyrus, the fence, and the transport in your own word by listening the audio again. I will upload the audio on your group. Okay, so you all are in the group, right? In the Bible group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Example silly ba no.
Okay.
Water cycle. Water cycle is why do we need water? You will see here there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see the numbers? Do you see the numbers in the picture?
Yes, sure.
Yes, it shows that that's the cycle of the water. Okay, this is about the relief rainfall. Okay, so this is about the relief rainfall. So there are 5 steps here: runoff, condensation, evaporation, wild winds, and the precipitation. Okay, so I will just explain you guys later on tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, and we will go to this project, this page about the water cycle. Have you ever learned? I think if you guys, are there anybody who has finished their grade 10?
I learned it.
You have learned it? Okay, you already
Yeah,
know
I think
about
at
the
school,
Wi-Fi.
like primary school, you know, the geography, I think.
Yeah.
In grade 6.
Grade 6? Wow. In
Yeah, I
geography?
learned it.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yes, I
So,
remember because we have to draw that picture.
yeah, you have to draw the picture. Is there anybody who is interested in drawing pictures, drawing the pictures?
Only a little bit.
Me, I like to draw.
Zoo?
Yeah.
So you are interested in drawing the pictures? Do you usually draw the pictures? What kind of pictures do you draw? Portrait? You got the connection. You got the connection problem.
She did a straight face to not talk. Yeah, probably not.
How about fun?
No, I'm terrible at drawing.
Yes, you know, I got a very funny story about my drawing. I got some, I think while I was a university student, I guide to some of the international school students. And I got one student who is very bad at drawing. And he is very, you know, he was a very lazy guy, lazy boy. And, you know, he asked me to draw a picture of for something that includes the tree, the animal, the river. I don't remember. Next one is a river, tree, animals, and the people. But I think, oh no, not the people, street. So he asked me, he asked for help. That is to draw a picture of an animal. You know, then I remember the water cycle. I learned from my 10th grade. So I draw a picture. In that 10th grade, there is a water cycle, and then you know the water cycle picture is not the same with here. So they got animals and the water, fire, everything. And I remember that was a cow, a picture of a cow. So I learned how to draw a picture of a cow in my grade 10. So I draw for him a cow. But one thing is I didn't tell him anything like what kind of picture I draw for him. I just closed the book and gave it to him. So later on, yes, that the day after that day, the following day, I came to him and I came to him and I teach and I guide some of the lessons for him. At the time, I just would like to check the situation. That's why I asked him, okay, okay, so what did your teacher say about your drawing? I asked him like that. And is that the drawing all right? At the time, he answered one thing. What did I draw is a cow, but he said it's okay, teacher. I just color with a crayon your pig. Oh my God, I turned the cow into the pig. That's my drawing. Okay, you can see through it. ဒီချက်မေးလိုက်တာအဆင်ပြေလားလို့မေးလိုက်တော့လေသူဘာပဲပြောဖြစ်လဲဆိုတော့ဒီချက်ဆွဲပေးတဲ့ဝက်ကိုလည်းတာရောင်ချယ်လိုက်တယ်တဲ့အော်ငါနွားပုံဆွဲပေးလိုက်တာ तू ကဝက်တောင်ထင်သွားသေးတယ်ကြည်ကွဲသွားတယ်ဒီချက်ရဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးပေါ့နော်ထူးခြားလာတဲ့ဟိုပါလေဘယ်လိုပြောထူးခြားလာဘယ်လိုပြောဟိုလက်ရာတွေပေါ့နော် Okay, do not forget your homework and we'll see tomorrow again.
Chair, by the way, Chair, I have to ask you, Chair. Homework ဆိုတာလေဘယ်လိုမျိုးလုပ်ခိုင်းတာလဲ Chair?
Homework တွေကလေသမီးဟိုဒီချက်အခုပေးလိုက်တဲ့ homework တတိလေးကကြတော့အိတ်ဆောက်ထဲမှာပဲရေးလိုက်ရေးပြောလို့ရှိရင်ဆောက်ထဲမှာရေးရင် notes တွေမှာရေးပေါ့နော်ရေးပြောလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒါက passage နဲ့ရေးရမှာနော်ဒီလား passage နဲ့ရေးရမှာဆိုအများကြီးရေးရမှာမဟုတ်ကွာသူနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အကြောင်းအရာကိုရေးပေးရ
Chair ဟော
homework
အဲ့
လိုမျိုးပေးလိုက်တာနော်အဲ့ဒါဆိုလို့ရှိရင် homework နဲ့ရေးရဲဆိုတာလေကိုသူက flash တွေ papers တွေကဘာတွေဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတာပြောထားရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သမီးတို့ပြန်ရေးတဲ့ခါမှာဟိုကိုယ့်ကိုရှင်းပြတဲ့ပုံစံနဲ့ရေးရမှာကွာဒီလားဥပမာဆိုရှင် defense ဆိုလို့ရှိရင် तू ပြောထားတဲ့ direct စကားလုံးတွေရှိရကွာဥပမာဆိုရင် तू က audio ထဲမှာပြောထားတယ်လေသူတို့တွေကတကယ်လို့ Egypt တွေကready for that ပေါ့သူတို့တွေကအဆင်သင့်ဖြစ်နေသူတို့ကဒီ enemies တွေရန်သူတွေကနေပြီးတော့ဟိုဘက်ကနေကူးလာတဲ့အချိန်မှာဒီဘက်ကိုရောက်တဲ့အချိန်မှာသူတို့ကအဆင်သင့်ဖြစ်နေပြီတဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးပြောတယ်သူတို့အဆင်သင့်တိုက်ခိုက်ဖို့ဖြစ်နေပြီပေါ့နော် အဲ့လိုပြောထားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ teacher တို့ကကိုယ့်ရဲ့ own word နဲ့ပြန်ရေးပေးရမယ်ဘယ်လိုလဲဆိုတော့ဥပမာဆိုရှင် Nile River is helpful to defense from enemies because it's cover Nile isအဲ့လိုမျိုးဒီကျတော့ကိုယ့်ကိုရေးတဲ့တလုံးမျိုးပြန်ရေးပြရမှာကိုယ့်စကားလုံးနဲ့ပေါ့ဟိုမှာပြောထားတယ်မတူကွာသိလားသမီးရလား
ဟုတ်ချေဟုတ်
Any question
တော့လေခုနကဟိုပြီးပြီးနားထောင်ပြီးတော့ဖြေရမှာ
ဟုတ်တယ်ဒါနားထောင်ပြီးတော့နားထောင်လဲဆိုတာအမှန်တကယ်မနားထောင်လဲရတယ်ခုနကတော့ပြောထားတယ်မှတ်မိရဆိုတာဒီမှာရေးလို့ရတယ်ကွာဒါပေမဲ့မမှတ်မိရမျိုးဖြစ်မှာဆိုလို့ဒီချက်က audio ပြန်ပို့ပေးမယ်နားထောင်ပြီးတော့မှဒီဟာကိုသူပြောရှင်းပြထားတာကိုကိုယ့်ရဲ့ပုံစံနဲ့ကိုပြန်ရေးပြရမှာဟုတ်လား
ချေဟွာလေအဲ့ဒါပဲမလားချေ
အဲ့ဒါပဲသမီးအဲ့မှာလေဒီအပေါ်လောက်အရှိမဲ့မထင်ဘူးချေတို့ flash super breast လို့ဆိုလေအဲ့တော့ကိုယ့်ကိုရေးတတ်တယ်လို့လားရေးတာအချက်ပြန်ပြီးတော့စစ်ပြီးတော့မှပြင်ပြီးတော့နော်
ဟုတ်ချေ homework ကအဲ့ဒါပဲဟုတ်ချေဒီဘက်က answer the question မပါဘူးဟုတ်
မပါဘူးအဲ့ဒါပဲ answer the question ချေတို့ဟိုဟာခုနကတော့ practice လုပ်ပြီးတော့ဆိုရတယ်မထည့်ဘူးနော်အဲ့ဒါ
audio ကပြရနာထောင်
audio ကဒီချက်ပို့မှာတယ်သမီး
ဟုတ်
When is the deadline?
Tonight. This is a very small homework, right?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah?
Deadline tonight. Sorry.
Tonight. Tomorrow morning before your class. Tomorrow class I'm gonna find out Sunday masama.
Wait, hold on. Teacher, class က7 နိုင်မှစအောင်ဆိုတော့
အဲ့တော့7နိုင်မတိုင်ခင်ပေါ့နော်
မဟုတ်ချေဘယ်နိုင်စမှာ class က
7နိုင်မဟုတ်လား
တမ်းတိပဲပြောင်းသွားတယ်
ဒီချက်ချိန်လေ
ဒီချက်ချင်းအဲ့ဒုတိယချိန်မေးပါလို့ sorry ချေ
နော် Okay if you guys have no more questions thank you very much for today
Thank you very much.
Bye, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, sir.
Thank you. Bye.